Hello, TikTokers and YouTubers. Hello, YouTubers. We're talking about ginger cookies. Did you know you can find ginger cookies year-round? Just go to your local IKEA or type IKEA in your computer and you'll find them. Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But I love ginger cookies. And maybe IKEA will sponsor me and send me a box of ginger cookies for free. And I could share them at my church. Because really, this is a lot of ginger cookies. And I bought them last year. Well, about 6-8 months ago, I bought some. And I kind of forgot about them after I opened them and ate them, about a week. And out of sight, out of mind, they got pushed back. And they got a little soggy, but they were the best, still the best. It made them soft. So I love soft ginger cookies. But right now, we're just unloading my dishwasher, everybody. Put my dishes away. Gonna have to rewash some of the dishes. The dishwasher didn't get loaded right, or I didn't turn it on right. More than one setting. The Dandy dishwasher, D-A-N-D-Y. I love my Dandy dishwasher. It sits on your counter, or if you got you live on an RV, they can consider these RV kind of dishwashers. They can fit your sink. But I love them. I love my little dishwasher. Just as I've got to learn how to set it, the settings right to get it to wash right. So, anyway, another thing I like, we're talking about food today, is my Australian friends out here. Australia friends. The Australia friends. Hey, Ohio. We're just talking on TikTok and YouTube, talking about different foods and things you can get year round. Whoop, whoop. Thank you, Jack, Scotty. But Tim Tams, you can get them year round. You can Google them. They're not cheap, but they're not expensive. Our World Market has them for $5.99. About 2 months ago, I Googled them, found them at Target for $3.49. So you may have a local little World Market near you, or a local, international market near you. Go check them out. These are the original flavors. I like them. I like to do a Tim Tam Slam with them, and I like to just eat them. A lot of people some people don't like cookies, but I like cookies. And I like the ginger cookies from IKEA. People say, I don't have this and that in my neighborhood, in my town, in my area. Google is your best friend, or whatever search engine you use. It'll find you anything, anywhere. If you want to pay the shipping, go right ahead. Now, I did used to go to World Market and get mine, but when I found them on sale at Target, you betcha I bought enough to last a while. So, anyway, I'm going to cook, but I'm not in the mood to cook. So later tonight, I'm just going to cook me a 3 pieces of bacon and make me a bacon sandwich. Hi, everybody. The names are going by so fast that I can't see some of them. Hey, Ashley and John and Scotty and Chris. Hello on TikTok to J May and Jamie and Leslie. So, and y'all tap my TikTok, thumbs it up. I don't know which one you're watching from, but if you're on my TikTok side, tap it up. I have a little small gold, and I've not made a gold yet, but I don't know what I'm doing, so I just do what TikTok tells me, gives me instructions, and I follow it. Anyway, who likes a little hand blender? I love mine. And this is not a fancy store brand. This is I think $12.99 or $9.99. Lidl's. Lidl's blender, like a bronze blender. Put your handle on, you put it on it, and go boo, boo, ooh, and it chops your food up. And Aldi's has them from time to time. Lidl's has them from time to time. People, let's say my brother, he says, I don't like Aldi's. Don't knock it until you try it, is what I say. Don't knock it until you try it. Go over there and look and see. And people say, well, I like name national brands. Well, did you know name national brands make Kroger's, Aldi's, Lidl's, Walmart? Because if there was a plant for every type of butter or every type of cookie or every type of chocolate chip, you would be short workers at some places, or there would be too many, Yes, there are some companies that just make that company brand, but 99% of the time, your national brand is also your local brand. How do I know this? I used to demo in the grocery store. And one weekend, I'm supposed to be in the famous Nestle Tall House cookies and demoing them to sell the chocolate chips. I said, okay, I can do that. I've made Nestle Tall House cookies since I was like 14 years old. I can make them and sell them. So I had to make little tiny ones to demo. What you were supposed to be getting was the chips. Well, I had to go in like 3 or 4 days before to get my chips, and the manager hands me Kroger chips. I said, I'm doing Nestle's chocolate chips. He said, these are Nestle's. I said, what? He said, yeah, they come from Nestle's. This is what I was told to hand you. I said, okay. So I took them home, made my 3 batches, went back that Saturday, and I worked, and, they sold a lot of Nestle's chips that weekend. And they were eating Kroger chips, which was Nestle's chips. Who knew that? My phone would keep ringing all day long and asking me, hello, do you have your Medicare, Medicaid, your A and B? Do you have your Flex card or your money card? And I'm going, no, thank you. I don't need it. If it was offered to me by my broker, I would have got it, And I told one guy, she kept talking, well, let you talk to so-and-so. I said, I already have a broker. I don't need, hey, Carol, I don't need you. Blam with the phone. I said, I just stop answering them sometimes. Sometimes, do you get lonely and you just answer the phone and see who's on the other end? Just to talk and pull their legs? pull their chain? Well, I do that sometimes. Just, because I've got lots of friends, but my friends work. My friends are busy doing their own thing. I don't really have a close friend in Douglasville anymore. I have one that lives in Carrollton, but she doesn't call me anymore. We used to be best friends and do everything together. We'd go off at least once a week and do something. But she can't drive anymore. She can barely walk. And it's not that I don't see her because of that. We had a falling out years ago because of something else. But we still talk every once in a while. But I know I walk and everything, and I could go to her house. But where she lives, it's about 30 minutes from me, which is not really that far. But to get into her subdivision, you got to talk to the guy at the gate. And she's got to know you're coming. You just can't surprise her. Because she's got to give permission for you to come in the gate. And it's just more hassle than it is. And I don't have that problem. You just pull right up to my driveway and say hello if you know where I live. You could just give me a text saying, are you at home? And I'll tell you, yeah, I'm at home. But her son doesn't even bring her to see me. So I know the street works both ways. So if you've got friends you haven't talked to, the street works both ways. You could call them or they could call you and say, here we go again. Y'all want to hear me talk to the Flex guy? I just keep hanging up on them. I do have to get off here and call the boarding place to board my dog. I forgot to do that this morning. I got to do that. And then I got to call back another place to cancel something that I was going to do, and I've changed my mind. But I'm going to do it. I was going to order it from a different place because I found it cheaper. Found the booking cheaper. So anyway, that's what I'm doing this week, folks. So let's get the dishes in the dishwasher. So oh well. But yeah, I don't know if y'all see. That's my little dishwasher. And that's my little dishwasher right there, TikTok. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. Maybe, I don't know. But that's my little dishwasher. It's called a Dandy, D-A-N-D-Y. I like it. I just haven't quite learned the settings on it. And if I wash it on the wrong setting, the dishes don't get as clean as they should. Or, I'm not one of those that's going to sit here and pre-wash. If I'm going to wash my dishes before I put them in the dishwasher, I'm just going to wash them all the way and put them up. Let them dry and put them up. So, I'm not a one to rinse off my dishes before I put them in the dishwasher. Maybe I should, but I don't. Yeah, I will get the majority of the food off of it. I'm not going to leave a bunch of food on it. So, I'm not going to leave a bunch of food on the plate, but I'm going to get the majority of it off. So, anyway, we're going to load it up and get it going. How's everybody's day going? Anybody want to say hello? I got a flash goal. Let's see what my flash goal is. Alright. Let's see if I can get 3 kitty cats on TikTok. I don't know what that means, but I put it up there to get 3 kitty cats. But I'm going to start going live probably every day. Maybe morning, noon, or night. I don't have no idea. I got to figure that out because I found out something. I'm monetized, but not monetized enough to get ads. I thought, well, when they monetized me last year, I thought I was monetized. No, I didn't understand it right. There's 3 or 4 levels. There's about 2 or 3 levels of monetization. You get the first level, and that gives me the memberships. But then you got to get the next level. And I thought I was there. Plus, you got to keep your hours up. I knew YouTube will take your hours. But I did not know that they took a lot of hours. So if you don't stream at least 6 hours a week, it's hard to get your monetization, your hours. So I gotta have 4,000 watch hours. And according to my thing, that if I'm reading it right, I've only got close to 600. And I could have swore I had more than that. So I've lost some. I don't remember what it is to get the first step of monetization, but I know I've lost some. And I'm just starting on TikTok, so I don't know what I have to do to get leveled up on TikTok. Hope and pray that people tap the screen and share me out. That's all I can say is share me out on here. Hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe. Tell others about me. Share me. Y'all do that on both platforms. That would be helpful, Share me out, tap me out, share me. So, anyway. But I'm going to try to go around for at least an hour. I may start crocheting every night. Saturday night, we did a 5-hour live with a bunch of friends. If y'all were there, you know what it is and how it's going. Well, but then I found out there's one problem with that 5-hour live. Anybody listen that was on there? I got copyrighted for some music that somebody played. So we got to watch what you're doing. If you want to make your money, I'm trying to fix it right now. It's redoing it. It asked me to write up or to take that music out and put something else. So I just said okay. Went to the music choices. Didn't even listen to them. Just hit one that said fun, and I changed it. So then I got to change it again on another song. So that's why I'm not gonna be doing any of the music on my channels. It's not anything but getting a strike. It's not giving me where I'm not going to be monetized. It's just frustrating that one's not going to make me any money. So, and I don't make any money right now except from my memberships. And so I just gave out memberships. So if y'all got a membership this past weekend, y'all are welcome for the membership. And on the 14th of next month, I will be giving out memberships again. And on the 14th of next month, when I go live, either the 14th or 15th, I'll be just getting back from a convention. I'm going to a spiritual tarot reading, psychic convention. If y'all don't know that about me, I do like that kind of thing. There's also going to be some religious stuff there too, but I'm going to that for my birthday in downtown Atlanta. Hey, Rabbi Susie, anybody want to come and meet me at that convention? It's in downtown Atlanta. I'm leaving July the 10th and coming back on the 13th. My birthday's on the 12th. I'm going the day before day before it starts. Just me. I was going to take candy, but I decided I'm not taking candy because I'm volunteering, and I love my little girl who's sitting over here just staring at me. I love her to death, but I come to the conclusion that it's going to be easier if I leave her at home at these conventions I've never been to. If I go this year, when I go, and I find out, yes, Candy could have went with me, I'll take her next year. Because there are two that I take her to because I know the hotel and I know the... I've been, that convention hotel 3 times now, and I know that it's an easy convention, and I can work it and have Candy with me while I'm at that convention. But to new convention, no. I know. Also this weekend, if y'all would like to come out to Atlanta, Georgia, Southern Fried Gaming Expo is happening this weekend at the Cobb Galleria. And it's supposed to be one of the biggest gaming conventions. I've never been, but I've signed up to volunteer for that one. So I'll be working 15 hours. And you also see me doing some lives from it. I'm doing media, and I'm also volunteering. So another thing, when you go to work at these conventions, and you want to do, say you want to go and film your for your YouTube channel or your Twitch channel, go as a volunteer, because you can still turn on your phone or your camera while you're volunteering and let it sit off in the corner and just take pictures of people as they go by. Or if you got where you're volunteering, you can sit there and talk to your people. Go ahead and do that, because the reason I'm saying volunteer over media is 99% of the time volunteers get something while they're there. They might get a free meal. They might get a free party. They might get a free t-shirt. You never know. So, media, when I went to MomoCon and did media, I got nothing except for free. Well, I did get something. I got a room to go in, to plug my phone up and charge it. And there were snacks there for us that she had brought in and water. But the volunteers got two $15 coupons to eat. They got a t-shirt, they got a water bottle, and they got a cloth backpack. And a party afterwards. So that's why I say volunteer over media. Because when you're volunteering, and so you're sitting at the door looking at people, asking them if it's the right door, or for the are you here for the, say, comedy show, and you show them on in. But while the comedy show's going on, and there's not many people wanting to come in, you can sit there and film the comedy show, as long as you don't have the music. Or you can have music, but you may have to override it with YouTube and Twitch and TikTok. You may not can use the music. So that's what I'm gonna do from here on out. I'm gonna be doing media, volunteering. Yeah, but it's hard to get these dishes in here sometimes because of the way the dishwasher's made. But I like it. I'd buy the Dandy dishwasher again. So, not sponsored, but would love to get sponsored from IKEA, Dandy, Tim Tam Company. Who makes these? Let's see what company I'd like. I would like this company to sponsor me. So how much have they got other things? It's Australia made. It's okay. It's ARNOTTS. Aronux. I guess that's how you pronounce it. If y'all want to sponsor me, these are the best cookies. It's a D-A-N-D-Y, Dandy. D-A-N-D-Y. It's a small countertop dishwasher. It's a little dishwasher. There it is. Small countertop dishwasher. I bought it because I didn't want this big old dishwasher. Well, the dishwasher I had, before my husband died, we had rats in the house. And with his dementia, he wasn't brainy enough to get, I don't know what you want to say. He didn't know how to get rid of them. And I wasn't, I'm taking care of him. My mind was on, is he okay today? Is he okay today? Well, we finally put out, after he passed away, I went and got, we were putting out poison, but not the right kind. So I went to our local feed and seed. If they'd sponsor me too, it's called Turner's Feed and Seed. But they have these little packages, and they're about $1.50 a piece. A little pack about this big. The best rat poison you ever want to have. I threw that stuff under the basement, and within 3 days, or 4, less than a week, my rats were gone. But in the meantime, before I did all that, we got a new dishwasher because ours got eaten by rats. Got the new dishwasher put in, and lo and behold, they ate through that one. This is why my husband was alive. Yes, they ate through the dishwasher. Hello, welcome everybody on TikTok and YouTube. They ate through the dishwasher. So we went back up to the place, not knowing it was the rats. And they gave me another dishwasher. Because the only reason he gave me another dishwasher is because my husband went to school with him. He's known the family since he was like elementary school. And when it happened again, I went back up there and they said, we can't help you this time. Sorry. So I just said, the heck with it. I washed dishes for almost a year and a half. Well, after he died, I said, I'm tired of this dish. I'm tired of, I want something. I found this. I started looking up. First, I went to my cousin. My cousin owns a Castle, I think it's Castle Kitchen and Bath in Alpharetta. Well, they don't do. She said we don't do houses. Well, I'm not gonna go into any details, but I know she's done my aunt's house, my cousin's house, but I don't count on this side of the family. I'm the black sheep. So I said, oh well. But I learned that from her that they can get little tiny dishwashers. So I looked them up online and found one that I thought was a good rating and got it. Came from Home Depot, called the Dandy, Dandy, and I love the dishwasher. So, and I can get about 2 days worth of dishes for one person in this dishwasher. That's including some of the pots and pans, not all of them, because some of them are too big, because it's not that tall. So, I like my dishwasher. Yeah, we got a few more pieces of dishes to put in here, and then I'm going to take the YouTube folks over and sit down and crochet some. We'll have to move my location because I'm just about got this loaded with what I'm going to put in there for now. I got to wash y'all use kitchen shears? I love them. You hook it up to a faucet. Now, I did have to go get another piece to go on it because I had the faucet that didn't fit the here. Listen, I'll show you just 1 second. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Alright, let me show you. I can walk y'all over to here. Alright. Can y'all see I don't know if y'all can see it or not. That piece right there. I had to go get that fixed. This bottom piece is what I needed, but it don't fit to that big. If you've got one of those big wide faucets, it's not going to fit it. So other than that, yes, it's. So I went to Home Depot. Yes, couldn't find any parts to. Hey, Uncle jury rig it. He don't care if I say that. Anyway, he doesn't care. But anyway, I ended up at Ace Hardware, and the gentleman there who I've known for years, been in the community for years, fixed it. Yeah, but you may have to figure out if my new sink, that faucet, or the kind that pulls out and squirts, it's harder to get it on there. So you're going to have an adapter. And Danny does not sell the adapters. But they do warn you on these dishwashers, you may have an adapter. And so there may be a plumbing supply place that has the adapters, or you may just have to take your little piece that you need that comes with it and take it to your local hardware store and have them get you the little pieces to fix it. Other than that, it's a great. So anyway, but that's mine. So all right, I'm gonna be right with y'all 1 second. Let me get off of TikTok. Hey TikTokers, thanks for coming today. Oh, Darian's watching on TikTok. Hey Darian, let's invite you if you want to come up. I don't know if he's still here or not. I don't know. But I can talk to Darian any day. All right, TikTok family. Thanks for coming, and y'all have a blessed day, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Bye. Okay, I am back with YouTube. Got a couple more things to put in. Make sure I've got all the knives and forks and spoons sitting around the kitchen and put them in there. So, but Saturday night, I don't know if anybody was watching, Eddie Lugo invited people on his channel just to chit chat and have a blast. Oh, we had a blast. It was funny, comedy. The only thing is the music. Sometimes he would play a video with the music on there. It got me copyrighted. But my point is, it was on for 5 hours. I was on there probably 4 of the 5 hours, but it got maybe not 4, 3.5, 4, maybe somewhere in there. But on the whole time I was there, I started crocheting a hat. I had the hat 95% finished when I got through because it only takes me 2 hours. So I finished the hat the next morning. It took me about another 20 minutes and I had the hat done. So, yep. And I'm gonna go start crocheting. I want to do my Minecraft again, but the problem with that is I can't find a good server to play on. I could do like some of my friend people that I watch to play Minecraft. I watch a lady named I Has Cupquake. She is very popular, got billions of followers. I don't know how many, tons and tons of followers. But she plays in single player most of the time. She's doing this to make her world to show her son. Her son is like 3 years old, I want to say. Maybe 4. I don't remember exactly, but she shows him her world. When he's taking a nap, she comes on and she does her Minecraft. So, but I will be going over there and crocheting. I started a scarf to go with a hat that I made, so we're going to look at that. But, yeah, I think I'm going to I'm just going to put it out here. I don't mind putting it out here, but some people do. I don't mind putting it out on my channel because I can always say, no, thank you. I don't know who you are. You're not coming up. But if anybody's here, Miss Carol, if you're still here, or about Susie, I don't know who's here. If y'all want to press that button, come up and talk to me a few minutes. If you're afraid to start being seen on YouTube, get over it. It's not bad. If you can walk in a Kroger grocery store with hundreds of people in Kroger, or a Walmart, or your local park, people see you. So I did get recognized at was it Orlando or Daytona? Daytona, Florida. So this guy, I was getting pushed. When I go to the airport, if the airport is really big, I opt for them to push me from one end to the other because it's easier on me. It's a lot easier so I won't be so tired when I get to where I'm going. But he was pushing me. He said, "You look like somebody I've seen before." I said, "Oh, really?" He said, "Are you on YouTube?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "My name's Adventure with Roxanne." He said, "I watch you." So if you're still watching today, I don't remember your name, but hello. If you're still out there, that was the first time I got recognized, and I was kind of yay. Like I was just watching on TikTok. I watched this guy who plays arcade games. The ring toss, the frog game, and all. Well, he's at Cedar Point right now, and I cut him off to do my own thing. But and I watch Disney folks, and when they're in Disney, and the people come up to him, "Hey, Ron. Hey, Kobe. Hey, Coda." You know, and this guy, I think, is Carlson. Hey, Carlson, I watch you all the time. So it's kind of neat to get recognized. So I just got to get my hours up, get my people watching, get more hours going, you know. So, but we're going to take my. Oh, I got a cute little chair the other day. It's hold your phone. You can hold it this way, or you can hold it this. There's 3 spots to put your phone. How far back you want it to lean. It was at IKEA, and I thought that is a neat thing. And when I do it for TikTok, my phone needed charging, so I put the charger on it, and I put it down through the hole, the middle hole here, and there's enough room that it sits on it while I'm yeah. Yeah. So that is my little new phone thing. And I enjoyed it. So I'm gonna stop my camera a minute because I don't want you to see everything in the house. We're gonna walk back over to my chair and get my crocheting. I don't care if you look icky or sicky or pricky. I'm just joking. You can come up if you would like. I don't care what you look like. You know, there was this one post I found. He said, I bet $2,000 that I can't get one lady to say that they don't wear makeup. And I went, me? And about 20 or 30 others said me, you know? So makeup and beautified hair doesn't bother me. If you don't like my non-makeup or you don't like my hair, just tell me and I'll say, okay, you can go somewhere else. I'm joking. But, you know, if you don't mind the way people look, I don't mind the way people look. And I got a new desk. And I got a new chair I'm going to put together. So we're going to be here about till at least an hour. And then I got to get off and remind myself to call to book my dog in so I can go off on my Southern Fried Gaming Expo this weekend. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And then later I'm going to try to put my new chair together. I bought me a gaming, an office desk chair, gaming chair, whatever you want to call it. And I'm sitting at my new desk, but it's not in the right place it's supposed to be right now until I get the rest of my stuff together in the house to where I'm going to put it. But I have a desk that's probably 63, whatever year 60. Yeah. And I just killed I don't know what that was flying around. Sorry. Anyway, my husband moved in here in 1963. I don't know if it came with a house. Ooh, I'm blurry today, and I don't know why I'm blurry today. So anyway, but I wanted something updated and modern, and the one I got has a plug place up here with a USB and a C. Well, the plug works fine, but the USB and a C is a slow charging one, and I said, darn it, why couldn't they make it a fast charging? But I guess it comes from China. This desk was all over the internet. I typed in the kind of desk I wanted because I saw one at IKEA, but it was a little smaller than I wanted. I said, let me just look. When I found this desk, I searched around. It was at Walmart. It was at Target. It was on Amazon. I think it was even on eBay. But I found it on Wayfair because Walmart wanted so much to ship it to my house, and so did a couple of the other places. But free shipping on Wayfair, and I got my new little desk. So, but I just don't like that the seeing the USB or slow chargers. So, other than that, yeah, I like it. So, and I'm plugging up my phone when I'm here on the extension long cord I have on the ground that has a USB and it's a fast charging one on it. It came from Home Depot, so it's a good little charger. Then I bought me another cord when I was at where was I at? Five and Below the other day. Crappy, 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 crappy. It's not a fast charging cord, or it might be. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, it might. Yeah, I think it is a fast charging cord because I've got it down here using it on the floor. But as of right now, I'm just using the slow charging one and putting that back there to charge my cell phone. So, hey, Vanessa. I'm glad you're here. How I think about you often sometimes, think what time of the day is best to get my Johannesburg friends on. There's another guy that comes from Johannesburg that used to come on too, and I haven't seen him in a while. I said, usually when I come on between 1 and I think 2 o'clock, I can get my Johannesburg friends on. So welcome. Yep. And this is on the crocheting I started. Here's this part. Okay. Really? A toll-free number, but it doesn't say who it is. So I'm 99% sure it's a spam call. Well, let me see. Y'all hold on a second. Well, this time it wasn't a spam call, but it was like 1-800 call. It was my insurance company. Mm. Yeah, I did a physical checkup thing, virtual, over the phone with them, and for doing it, I got $50. And my card wouldn't work. Well, it's one of those cards that uh, you have to tell them how much is on it, and they have to charge you that exact amount. So, if it's a $50 card, if you spend more than 50, you have to just tell them to charge you 50. I did not know that. So, yeah. So now I know how to use it. So I'll just wait and use it at the local grocery store again, and if I use it, I'll tell them, hey, can you charge me 50 on here? That's all that's on there. So I did not know that. So anyway, but we're fixing to crochet a little bit. If y'all want us, it's 8:20 p. Yeah. So I figured between 12 and 3 o'clock, it's the best time to get. Someone said between 8 in the morning and 12 is the best time to get your people in other countries. But I seem to get the most when I go online between 1 and 2. So, but anyway, we're gonna pull it down a little bit. Yeah, I'm making a scarf. Here's the hat that I made Saturday night or Friday night. Oh, it's Saturday night. It was, I think. Yeah, it was Saturday night. It's a blue kind of, and I thought, well, I got enough of this. I got enough of this to make a lot. I don't even know where I got it from, what kind of yarn it was, company it was, or anything. So tell them you're a Kitboga. If it's a spam call, whatever that means. But like I said earlier, sometimes I answer the spam calls just for the heck of it. But this one, I had the feeling that the number looked familiar, and it was what I dialed last night to ask about my card. So that's the reason I got declined. It's because I tried to spend my whole grocery amount, $100 and something, and it's only a $50 card. So you just got to tell the cashier that if it's like your groceries is more than 50, just tell them to type in 50 and it will go through. I did not know that. So anyway. Oh, well, I know you're from Georgia like me, or maybe not. You know, you're in the United States. Well, you know, when you have your Medicare or Medicaid, Medicare, some of the insurance companies will give you X amount of dollars a month on a card to spend at the grocery store and gas station kind of card. Well, I could have got that, but I'm paying less money to not have that card because if I remember my broker right, if I got that card, he said it's going to be X amount of dollars. If without the card, I think I said I'm saving close to $4,000 a year, because actually what you're doing is, if you don't realize this, you're paying for that card monthly, even though it's coming from the government out of your Social Security. You're paying for it, you know. So for me not to get that card, I'm getting more on my Social Security, and I did not even realize that. that it would work that way. So my broker said, I'm just trying to save you some money, and you'll be, and you still have money to spend at the grocery store without you paying, and you're getting it back through them, but it's not going to be the full amount you're paying. I forget how he exactly told me all that, but I said, I'll rather save $4,000 than get a card to spend at the store. Now, if I could save $4,000 and still get the card at the store, I would get it, but it doesn't work that way. I've never seen that YouTuber, so I might check that out. Yeah, I have to check that out. Now I'm not making any special kind of scarf. I'm just doing a double crochet. If anybody wants to come up, come on in the live. But I'm just doing a double crochet, 25 stitches. You chain up. You chain across to start with 27 stitches. You go into the 20. You go into. You skip 1, 2. You go into the 25th slot, and you do a double crochet, and then you go all the way across, doing a double crochet. And I'll show you what to do when you get to the end. But you got to make sure you got 25 on there, unless you're going to be making one. I saw this girl make one. It was like she started out with, let's say, 25 stitches. Then she went down to 20, back to 25, down to 20, back to 25, after she did so many rows. And it made it like an in and out scarf pattern. Now you can do like this, 25, and when you get to the halfway point and you would like it a little bit thinner around your neck kind of thing, decrease and make it say, you take off, say 5, this is taking off 5 or 6, you take off 5 or 6, and then in the middle it goes down to this much. But if you want to take off more than that, you just go into 2 places in one. You decrease, stitch. But anyway, and when I get to the end, I could sit here and find, even with regular thread that I have down here, I could sit and find a little spot to put it in. But I just go right into the center there, and that's my 25 stitches across. And then I just chain up 3, 2, 3, turn around, go back, skip the first. I don't do anything here. I skip and go to the second, spot. And I go in and I keep crocheting. But I may go back on live again tonight. And I don't know. I need to put my new chair together that I bought. And I don't know if I can put it together and be on live at the same time. I could try. But I've got to call, what time? Yeah. I've got to call and book Candy in. I've also got to call the guy that's supposed to be coming back doing my kitchen. All right. He got back a little over a week and a half ago from his crusade back to his country, doing like a Billy Graham crusade, but this was a Catholic crusade, like a revival. So he had it for a month and a half, but he's also, while he was there, visiting family, because he's from, I want to say, the Philippines. I can't remember exactly where he said he was from. Not Portugal, Philippines, I think. Anyway, but he said he'll be over here on the weekend. Okay. Friday comes along, and I get a text, and he said, I'm sorry, I forgot it's Father's Day weekend, and I'll be spending it with my family. I'll see you next week. And then I texted him, so you'll be here on Monday. He didn't text me back. And today's Monday. So I want my kitchen done. I'm tired of waiting around, you know. So because I'd like for him to come because I'm leaving Friday to go off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I would like to him to come and start it, you know, you know. Okay, let me put the invite again in the room if you need it. There's an invite if anybody wants to come up. You just click on that. Just click on it. It will bring you backstage to StreamYards. If you've never been on StreamYards, it will ask you to type in your name or the name you want people to see in StreamYards. You do that and then click the, I guess, enter button. You know, it's easy to follow step by step. So, and the guy who's coming said he's getting me an election. So, all right, my friend Susie's coming up.
Hey.
Hey, Susie.
Hey, Roxanne. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Yeah. But I learned a lot about YouTube this weekend that I had partially monetized. Did not know I wasn't fully monetized, and so that's why I'm not getting ads. The only money I've made is off of memberships. So I said, well, I got to fix that. I got to do more lives. I got to do more longer videos. So if y'all watch Eddie Lugo, you know that's the reason he goes live every morning. He does it at 7:00, then at 9:00. They go live to keep up their YouTube hours.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to start doing my YouTube hours more. I'm gonna have to, you know, more, I don't know if I'm gonna do it at morning, noon, or night, or. And I will be doing TikTok too. Yeah.
Let us know. Keep us up to date.
Do what?
Let us know so we can keep up to date where you know what time you're on.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. Probably the 1-2 o'clock time slot because I can get my friend Vanessa and maybe get my foreign friends back on here. Cool. And then I might do a couple. Saturday nights I'm gonna probably do 6 o'clock crocheting, maybe 2 hours and crochet a hat. I'd rather do hats. I'd rather do hats and scarves, and I don't really need these. I just crochet them, and then I did give a bunch away. Yeah, I give away a bunch, for the homeless. But these aren't really. If you're homeless, you want not a better main hat. I do double crochets. You want a better stitched hat because it's a little. It keep you warm, but not as warm as one that's tighter together like a knitted hat.
Yes.
And I don't knit. Yeah, thank you. But I can do this in single crochets where it takes about 15 rows to make it long enough. A single crochet would take a lot more, but it would be tighter and warmer. But I just do fast crochet and
that looks good. I do knitting. I just knit those dishcloths. My mom and I knit those and give them away.
You gave away what now?
They're knitted dishcloths.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's about all I can do.
Well, I have a knitting needle somewhere around the house, but I don't know if I'm knitting or purling or what I'm doing. I can't read a pattern as good as I can a crochet pattern.
Yeah. Well, those dishcloths, they're just like one. They're not real complicated. You just kind of, you work out and then you go back in.
Right. Once you get to the end, yeah. When you get to the end, you turn it around and go back and do the same stitch.
Yeah, that's all it is. Yeah. And I'll make the bigger ones and I can put them on my Swiffer. and they make good mop pads too.
Oh,
Reusable. I use that peaches and cream, the cotton yarn
yes.
from Walmart. It works good.
How does it stick on your Swiffer?
Well, it's what has a little punt. We stick it in those little holes
Oh, yeah, I've
on the
got
top
one
of
of
the
those.
Swiffer. Yeah, yeah,
It's not a
and
Swiffer,
it
but I
works
got one with
good.
the little 4 holes, and you just poke them in. You make it big enough to poke
Yeah.
them in.
Uh
Well,
huh.
that's a neat idea.
Yeah, and I do the white, just the plain white cotton ones because you can bleach them or just wash them and they come back clean. You don't have to worry about them fading or whatever. That works good.
Yeah, 'cause I had or have some peaches and cream. I don't know if I still do. Maybe not in this container, but I've had all, you name it, I've had boxes of whatever.
Yeah.
So, but on Saturday nights, I am going to do 6 o'clock. Is it Saturday nights? Yeah, I chose Saturday nights because nobody's doing anything at that hour that I know of that are in the groups with us. But this past Saturday
Yeah.
night, Eddie did a 12-hour stream. I don't know if he kept it up for 12 hours, but when I went to bed, you stay on, you just cut your picture off and you stay online and you get
Yeah.
counted for those hours. I was
Oh,
on 5.5 hours with them.
that's good.
Yeah. So if he's going to do that and let different ones come up every Saturday night, if he's going to keep it up, I'll be there because I got to get my hours up. So I know you lose hours, but I didn't know I was losing a lot of hours, and I did somehow or another. I don't know. So I guess when you want to if you want to be a YouTuber, you've got to read the fine print.
Yeah, and I'm just learning. I'm just new, so on.
Yeah.
To post a video. I got some from Helen, Georgia when we went, and
Yeah.
I tried that German coffee that Darian likes.
Uh-huh.
And so I made a little video of that, but I haven't got it posted yet. But I'm just trying to use what's on my iPad, the iMovie.
Right.
So I'm trying to learn the ropes.
Well, if you made it off your phone, you can just, out of your camera settings, you hit the little triangle thing and just click on it, and it'll tell you where you want to post it to.
Okay, I'm making it harder than it is.
Yeah. Here, on mine, let's see. Now, mine's an Android phone, not an iPhone. But I just go to my camera, open it up, and down there's a little triangle thing. And I've already put this one out on TikTok this morning. But down here it says Facebook. I can post it to Facebook. I'll post this on the Facebook to my reels, or you can do it to your stories.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just post it. You don't like edit it or have to mess with the.
No, this is just this is a 30-second of Candy giving me a hug.
Oh.
So yeah, it was a 20-second video. This is something my dog started doing about a month or two ago. When I get dressed, she likes to jump on me, and I said before I get dressed, sometimes I said, no, you gotta let mommy get dressed, then you can come up. So she'll sit there and wait till I get my clothes on, or if I'm still in my pajama, she'll come up and give me and jump up on me like she needs a hug.
Oh. How is Candy doing?
She's doing fine.
How's good?
Where are you, Candy? You see me?
Hey, Candy.
Hey, Candy. Candy.
Hey, baby.
I'm sleeping, Mom.
She's taking her afternoon nap.
Yeah. Yeah. She'll wake up when I go get the mail because I hear the mailman. Yeah, but I've been on an hour now, and I want to try to do an hour,
Okay.
maybe an hour a day. I don't know, or every other day. If I'm we're gonna have to see how long Eddie keeps up this letting people come on his live. When he's not on a cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll try to get my knitting stuff, and I'll come on with you and knit while you
Okay,
crochet.
that's fine. That'll work. Are you going on any cruises?
No, I want to. My husband's like, but yeah, I do. I would love to cruise. Yeah, we've been watching more videos, from the friends we met at Helen
Right.
and the trips. So, yeah, I'm trying to work on him.
Well, if he won't work on him, tell him you need a girl. You're going on a cruise with a girlfriend.
There you go.
Yeah.
I do.
My husband, he did not like cruises. Well, he worked on an airplane, but he wouldn't fly. He only flew on them if he had to. And when they flew, the pilot would reach over and say, "Here's your barf bag," because he got sick easy on flying.
Yeah.
But
I wonder if that's why AP don't want to go and he don't want to say.
I don't know. But he got sick easily, so he'd rather be on the ground fixing the plane than in the plane. And so
There you go.
I always wanted to go on a cruise with him. He said, "I'm not getting on a cruise and barfing." And I said, "Okay."
Yeah.
But I want to go on a cruise. Well, we went on my daughter paid for us one year for my birthday to go on one of those little gambling boats out of Florida.
Uh-huh.
We were on the boat, got out to the water, been on the boat about 10 minutes or less, far enough to start gambling.
Yes.
And next thing I look up, and paramedics are going to the sky, and I look up, it's my husband.
Oh.
I said, "What?" I went over there. He said, "I'm all right. I'm just sick, and they're bringing me some nausea medicine."
Yeah.
I said, "Okay."
Oh no.
So he said, "Never again." He liked going gambling. We did fly to Las Vegas, but he wasn't happy, on the plane. But
Yeah. Well, he was brave to go. Let's try.
yeah, he was brave to go. We didn't fly a lot, but when we did, I was glad that we got to go. We did a lot of driving, mainly to Florida and back. He wasn't in Alabama, Tennessee. Everybody's going to Gatlinburg.
Yep.
Yep. I couldn't get him to go much further than Gatlinburg. But we had fun times. But I always, after he died, I knew I'd go on a cruise without him. And he was right there with me on my first cruise, my first and only cruise.
Yeah. Oh.
And he's going to be on my next one. I just got to, get it finalized. Because I want to go off in February 14th out of Miami.
Uh-huh.
It's when I want to go on my next cruise.
Are you going with a group of them the regular?
I'm going. This was a by myself cruise, unless anyone else wants to go with me. But
Okay, I didn't know. There's some of the YouTubers.
Yeah,
Group.
there are a bunch of YouTubers. They're going in February 27.
Okay.
Out of Miami on the 14th, out of on the Carnival celebration. Okay. I'm going when I get it finished, finalized. I'm going February 14th, 26 off the Horizon. Oh. It's an 8-day cruise. Okay. I was hoping to find a roommate, but I have not one. And I don't care if it's a guy roommate or, it used to be a stigma about, "Oh, you're going with a guy, and you're not even, something's going to happen." I said, "No, we're just in there to sleep. We're not in there to have sex."
Yeah, there's so much to do. What I have understood, my sister has went a lot. She said it's so busy on the ship and things to do. The only, you just go to the room just to kill over to fall asleep. You don't spend much time in your room.
I didn't spend a lot of time in there.
They always go. Go ahead.
But I went back and changed clothes one time, from the bathing suit and stuff like that. You just sit there, change your clothes, take a bath, and go to sleep.
Yeah, you just wore out. They always got the cheapest room because they don't never in it. They always were out and about on everything going on the ship, or getting off the ship when it was time. They said it wasn't used to pay out for a big room because you're not going to be in there that much.
Now, I know a lot of people who would like to get the balcony room or a window room just so that they'll have something that's for them to, I want to say not get sick in, but have something, so you won't be staring at four walls. But the room I had was it's called the Afghan. It's the back of the ship. I had a window, but I didn't have a balcony. Well, I've heard some people say they get their balconies, they don't even use it. They just open the window to look out at the ocean and go to bed, or they leave it open. So
that's nice.
Yeah, I kind of want a window if I don't have a balcony.
That's good.
So your next upgrade is from a inside to a window, and I'll take a window. But I've heard people who get balconies that don't even go out there, and I said, why do you get it if you're not even going to use it?
Yeah, you're so busy with everything going on the ship.
Yep, that's me. I go when the ship takes off after the sail away party. Before you get out into international waters, they have like a meeting kind of thing you could go to. And, you're meeting the cruise director, and he's telling you about the different places and the different things. But it also, while you're there, you get a little coupon booklet to save money on the ship. And you don't get it any time but there. And so, I didn't buy any jewelry in the jewelry shop. But you got a coupon to save money off the jewelry shop. You got a coupon to save in the candy store. I did go get candy, but I probably won't buy any candy anymore because that candy tasted like it was a year old. It wasn't that great.
Oh.
How often do they get fresh candy,
Yeah. That's probably
I did buy candy off the ship when I got off and walked into we were in Cozumel, and when we walked to the stores, I did get some kind of cookie or something I bought, but the candy on the ship was not that great. So I said, I'm not wasting my money on it. But you did get other coupons, and I can't remember what they all were for, but I like to go to all the different and throughout the I'll get it right in a minute. Throughout the ship, they would you'd have your schedule, and it would say, I can't remember the name of the jewelry store, but they would have a special going on. And for an hour, and if you were up there, you got in on that special. You also got charms every day. If you went up there, got your charm, and you got a free charm bracelet. And then every day you could buy a charm for $5. And then some of the charms were depends on which place you went to, were free. They had two different kind going. And so I said, I love to do all that kind of thing. I'll get a free charm bracelet and fill it up for $5, a day.
Yeah, a nice souvenir.
Yeah, nice souvenir. So I'm not in the room, then I go gambling. So I'm going to spend my time in the casino. But I love going to the ship shows that they have.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we had a set dinner time for. Huh?
I'll have to check it out. That cruise.
Yeah. I'm going February 14th, 2026 out of Miami on the Carnival Horizon.
The Horizon. Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to, I'll take a roommate. You can also get a suite where you can sleep more people. But the problem with the suites are some of the beds come out of the ceiling, and I'm not climbing in the ceiling. I'm not climbing on a book bed.
Yeah. You'll be too tired to.
I can't climb. I can't do it. I'm not, no,
Yeah.
I'm not sturdy enough on my feet. It's too short to climb up on a. So, but that's what I want to do is take another cruise. I'm also in December. I've got already got this booked. I'm going to Disney. I've already got my room booked. I haven't bought my tickets to Disney yet, but they got a new policy now where you're gonna have to make reservations to go into Disney. So I've got to get my Disney tickets before I go, and I may get an annual pass because if you go twice, you can have your annual pass paid for. So my
That's what
daughter
I
lives in
heard.
Florida, but she may or may not come see me. But if
Yeah.
I start going enough, I told her I pay y'all the gas. I would buy y'all's annual pass. Yeah. And I said, but I'm not. When we went last July, and she had a falling out with me because she got drunk, stoned, and stupid, and got arrested. Hey, Ark, I didn't see you there. But when she did all that, I did not go back. I didn't go back this Christmas. And they wanted, when we went, they wanted a room for them and a room for me. I said, we could have got a room with 2 beds in it. And that would sleep me and you, my grandson, and me. Me and Clint could sleep together. He's only 8 years old. Then he was 7. But they wanted their own room. But if I'm doing Disney and paying almost $200 for the cheapest place a night, it's $220 at the pop at the music. What's it called? All Star Music.
Okay.
You're getting one. I'm getting one room and 2 beds. They can like it or not.
Yeah.
But they're not paying for it. I am, but I'm not paying another $200 a night because I want to stay on property because you can get into Disney easier. The Disney buses are easier,
Yeah.
and the Disney buses run to way late in the night. Where an off property may have one of the Disney buses or a shuttle to the Disney bus, but they may start running at 9 o'clock at night. And if I'm gonna go to Disney Springs and stay till they close at 10 or 11 o'clock, I'm gonna need
your stuff.
That's why I want to stay at a resort that's at Disney.
That's good.
Yeah. So.
Do you ever watch the Daily Woo? He always specializes in the Disney world.
I haven't seen him.
And go on and.
I hadn't watched him.
Adam the Woo. Yeah, you have to check him out.
I watch Ron on the Go. I watch someone named Jane. I watch Coda Bear out of California at Disneyland. And I watch. There's 2 or 3 others I watch. I can't even think of their names right now. Travel something other. I watch those. So.
Okay.
I watch another family. Their names are Bailey, and it says Bailey's do Disney. Well, Bailey's do other than Disney. I love watching them. They're an England couple.
I watch them too.
Yeah, I like them. And I watch right now. When I get off here, I'm gonna watch. Her name's Brody, from Tate. Her last name is Tate. Bonet. I think I may pronounce it wrong.
I'll look it up.
She does Disney. Her last name is Tate. Starts with a B. She does Disney. She does. She just got through last week. Her video was on her. She went to Amazon affiliate in Scotland. I think they were in Scotland. She got invited to go to that. So another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start linking my Amazon buys and do an affiliate with them. And that might get me some revenue, because you can get revenue off
Yeah.
that. And I hadn't thought about it, but I said I'm going to definitely do that one in a minute. So
Sounds good.
yeah, but I just need a little more. I need. Now I want to say laziness, but I need to not burn myself out doing these lives every day because it can get old.
Yeah.
And sometimes my lives may be pop up because like right now I would be sitting here if I'm not doing anything. I'll be watching the YouTubers that I love to watch: so Crazy Metals, Crazy Pieces,
Uh-huh.
Part passes another Disney person. I'm going. Oh, next year, Part Pass. He's on a cruise right now. He'd be off his cruise. They left yesterday on a 7-day cruise. But I could have went on that 7-day cruise, but Demi and me didn't put two and two together until it was full. I said, darn it, I could have went with a group of people.
Oh.
A smaller group of
Yeah.
people. I love the group of people
Uh-huh.
that we're involved with, but sometimes it's 50 people or more on a cruise together.
Yeah.
But Part Pass is putting together a land tour next year to the Netherlands to go to a park called Efteling and Disney Paris.
Oh, that'd be fun. I'd love to do that.
So as soon as he announced, I know it's going to be in June next year, but he hasn't put out the date because the guy that's doing it from the Netherlands, he's a travel agency, but he goes with you. They rent these big buses anyway. It's going to come out in June next year. So when I find out what it is, since I want to go to Paris to Disney, and in the back of my mind, I thought, why not go to the Netherlands someday? He's already got us a cheese tour book to go see a place that makes cheese. And I like that. I want to do that with a group of people.
Yeah.
And not
That'd be
necessarily a
fun.
cruise. So he's also going to get together for the next year. He's going to do either another cruise or he's going to do a Tokyo land. So
That'd be cool too.
yeah. So it's little small things I want to get together and do. So, but I don't know what time I'll go live again. Like on Mondays, I was playing Minecraft. Well, I was getting about 5 or 6 people to watch my Minecraft, but right now, the server I was playing on went downhill because of the new changeover. And if you know anything about gaming, when they updated to 1.25, all the servers aren't up to date yet because it takes a while to get like some of the other places to get the things you need in the game to work. You got to have every place updated, and some of them were not updated yet because it takes a while.
Okay.
Yeah, it's I don't know what they're called. The places that you have to hook the server places have to hook up, and they have to make sure that everything is in proper before they can do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I may play Minecraft a couple of times a week or once a week again, but I'm going to definitely on Saturdays do my knitting. I'm going to do my cleaning in the kitchen not even a day, but I'm going to try to go live more than I was doing 3 days a week live, and I backed off from that because I did a video like tomorrow. I'm going to go live. I may go live when I'm at my market. If it's not pouring down rain, if it's pouring down rain, I'm not going to the local market. But Tuesdays, I found out at our theater, Regal Theater, want to sponsor me. Come on. Regal Theater, I don't know if it's a senior citizen discount on Tuesdays or if it's a Regal discount when you have the Regal card. The Regal card for your theater is absolutely free.
Okay.
It's free.
I think I have a Regal card. My daughter had.
Will I ever do and extension video on teeth reveal video. If I ever decide, if somebody wants to pay me the $40,000 to get dental implants, I will video it from start to finish. But I'd rather take my $40,000 and save it up and do trips and go places. So you don't like I don't have any teeth, don't worry about it. 9 hours of Mario Kart already played. Yeah. So if somebody want to sponsor me and give me the money to do my teeth, go right ahead. Someone said, get you some false teeth. Well, I've seen there's so much trouble with my mom's false teeth that I don't want it. And I don't want to have to put that gooey junk in your mouth to stick it up to your... No, I'd rather go without. So other than somebody want to sponsor me, yeah. Would I ever do a what? I've never heard of that game, so I guess not. I'm a Minecrafter. You're sponsor 50% of it. So you're going to give me $20,000. When I see $20,000 in my PayPal, which my PayPal's going across the screen, and then someone else gives me the other $20,000, I'll do it. It costs anywhere from $35,000 to $40,000 to do that, and that's a car. That's almost a house, you know. Mm-hmm. Now there is a place called Nuvia, and I'm not sponsoring. I've checked into Nuvia, and they tell you Nuvia is the fastest one to get it done through. Okay. And but they still won't. I think it was 35 or 40 to do it. I know it's 35 if I went through the other company. The other place I went through, I got a discount. My husband was in the military. It's going to be $35,000. Wow. But their normal price is $40,000.
I need new veneers. They'll probably cost more.
Mark, if you're here, can you get rid of those people, please? If you're still here. No, I'm not going to Germany. I could go to Mexico. But I went to Mexico. I mean, I could go to Mexico, but the problem is you can't, if you have to have any dental work done on it afterwards, you got to go back to Mexico because they will not work on someone else's product. If I go to Nuvia, I've got to continue to go to Nuvia to fix it. If I go to Aspirin Dental, I've got to continue to go to Aspirin Dental to fix it. So I'm not going out of the country to have
something. To block that guy.
Yeah, I'm fixing to get on my phone and delete it. So, well, as long as you're talking nice, I don't care if you're here because you're giving me the watch hours. I'll take the watch hours any day. Yeah, I'll take my watch hours. So, all right, then I can get rid of them from my phone. I don't know how to block the people, but I can remove their chat and see.
Yeah, I don't know how to be a moderator or to help you.
Yeah. I just put him in timeout 24 hours, but I don't mind. As long as they're not cussing and doing bad stuff, they're welcome to stay. But I got rid of some of their mess. So anyway, but back to traveling. What else am I going to do in the next year? This weekend I'm going. Like I said, I'm going to the gaming expo, volunteering there for
Okay.
15 hours. And I'm volunteering at the door where you check your badges so they can, if they have a badge, they can get into the shopping expo floor. So
Uh-huh.
I'm able to sell out there.
Cool.
And then next month I'm going to another convention. It is a spiritual convention, more than just Christian stuff. It's tarot cards,
Okay.
and things like that. I don't talk about it too much because some people say, I still believe in God, but I also believe that God gives you messages, and so I'm going to that, volunteering at that one. I met a lady at one of the conventions I was at. She invited me out, and I said, so I'm gonna go volunteer, and it's in Atlanta.
Okay.
And then the next thing, are you going? Are you and your husband going to go to Florida in August to the meetup?
I want to. Well, I don't know for sure, but we want to go for his, like for AP's birthday. Go. So
Right,
I'm trying to talk him into it. I'd love to go.
right.
Well, I got to get off of here in a minute, Roxanne, but thank you for inviting me. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I got to get off in a minute too.
And yeah, I'll be checking back with you and
Right.
try to come on again.
Yeah, but but I'm thinking about going in August. If I go in August, I don't want to go just for the one day. I may
Yeah.
try to go on down. Right now, if you want to go to uh, Disney, what is it called? Animal Kingdom or Epcot or the other one they got, not Walt Disney, not the world, not Walt Disney World. They got an $89, I think it's $89 or $83 package where you can go to all three of those parks for that price. And so
Sounds
I
good.
said, yeah. So I may do that. I don't know yet.
Okay. Well, keep me posted. That might be something we want to do.
Okay. Yep. So, and would y'all drive down?
Yeah, from North Carolina, we got a further drive than you. Yeah, we'd have to stay a few nights to make it worth a while.
See, that's me. If I would have to fly in, Ralphie's flying into Stanford, but I don't think Stanford goes to out of Atlanta.
Oh.
So I would either have to hitch a ride because Ralphie's going in from Stanford from where he lives. I'd either have to hitch a ride or someone said, well, just rent your car. Well, the problem with a 4'9" woman and renting just any car, I know the cars today you can lift the seat up and down, back and forth. But if I get a car that's too big, I won't be able to drive it. And you could think you could request a car. Yeah, I could request a car, and I've
Yeah.
seen YouTubers request a car, what they want. They get there, and they don't have that car. They have something else.
Oh.
I watched a family who wanted to rent a van because they had nine or 10 people going. Well, they got there and they didn't have They had a little minivan that had held 6 people. So they ended up taking 2 Ubers to their hotel and getting the car the next day.
Oh,
So you just have to be careful.
yeah. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I would like to go to Germany if Darian would take another group or something.
Yeah, he's
Go to
he's
Germany.
going in July. He's going to Germany
Yeah, I
with
think
his
it's coming
family.
up. Yeah, I saw that on one of his vids.
And I don't know if I'll do it this year because it's kind of almost late because I've already planned my December to go to Disney to see if my daughter shows up. If they don't show up, I'm not going to worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
She just has to see her mom when she wants to see her mom. But I thought about going to Germany to do the Christmas markets and do a cruise in December.
Oh, that would be fun.
Kind of
That
wanted to
would be
do it
fun.
this year, but it's almost too late. Not really, but
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
So I would love to
Keep
go.
me posted. You got some good plans.
Yeah, I've got some plans in my head. I just got to put it on
Yeah.
paper or put it on, credit card.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
So I just got to figure it out. Oh, I thought you were. I don't know how you didn't get modded. What happened? I don't know, Rock. I guess. Add as a mod. There you go. You're back. I don't know how you got off. I guess because we don't talk like we used to every day. But you're back.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
Yeah.
No problem, Mark. But I think I got rid of. If I didn't get rid of all of them, go ahead and. I mean, I haven't been on that girl's. You were around, I think, someone that girl. I can't even remember her name now. The artistic girl was having a lot of trouble. They made her drink toilet water. These people did.
Not good.
I mean, they made her drink hot sauce, toilet water, something else. One day, all yucky stuff together. It was just gross. We tried to get her. We ended up calling the police about them. They came out and they couldn't really do a lot. They talked to her parents. When she's 30 something years old and autism, it was not great.
Yeah.
So I don't even talk to her anymore. I just said nope, I'm not doing it. What was her name? I can't even remember her name. Karen, Kathy. I don't know because they were preying on vulnerable. No, me and Cole. I don't know if you remember Cole. He reported it too, and it took us a while to find out where she was at. She finally, and so I have her phone number in my phone, but I don't call her anymore. Yeah, Christina, crafting with Christina. Yeah, she was a lot of trouble. Not really on YouTube. Her mind was not there. She pretended to have a boyfriend, pretended to be pregnant, and all this stuff. It just got when they were trolling her too much, causing bad things. Yeah, it was really bad. So I don't even know if she's allowed. Her dad said I can't take away their internet. Well, she ran away from home, was gone 4 days. She went to a friend's house and didn't tell her parents. And since they still have legally custody over her because she's handicapped, I don't know who she's dating there. She claims she was dating somebody. Hey, cruising on the high seas. I don't know what that girl's doing now, but when she ran away, her mom called me and said, "Have I heard from Christina?" And I said, "No." Well, she ran away. If you see her online, because her mom was working. Her mom had her really late in life. So her mom was almost 40 when she was born. And so it was a real late in life baby. And she has an older brother, but they can't watch her all the time. So I just quit going over there. Had to block it all. And I don't mind the trolls as long as the trolls aren't doing too much because they're giving me watch hours. But when they start getting too personal, I have to quit it. So I know I've been on an hour and 41 minutes. So
I gotta go.
Yeah, I got things I need.
Well, I'm gonna say goodbye, and you have a good evening.
You too.
Again, I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye. Thanks for coming.
All right, bye.
Yeah, Ark, I don't know how you got kicked off. I guess Minecraft, YouTube. Always say trolls away as I'm getting the WH from them. I don't really mind the trolls as long as they're behaved trolls, because they give me watch hours. But when they get to be, if you don't like the way I look, the way I comb my hair, that I have no teeth, I have one tooth. And I don't know how long that one tooth is going to be there, but when you're afraid of dentists and you let it go for years, you lose your teeth. That's all I'm going to say. But if I ever get a sponsorship from a doctor who wants me to have the teeth and they're going to sponsor me, I'll do all the videos in the world they want. Anybody want to sponsor me to get teeth? I'll take it. But as much trouble as my mom had with false teeth, she still has trouble. So I'm not doing it. So anyway, y'all have a blessed day, everybody. We're going to see you on the next Adventure with Roxanne sometime tomorrow. Thank you, Ark. I'm going back to your Arkansas one day. I want to go back to the casino. I didn't win there. I got to go back and get my money. I didn't even find a diamond in the diamond mines. My cousin thought she found a diamond and held on to it. I said, "Did you go to the lady there that they look at your rocks and tell you if you got anything or if you just got rocks?" No, she brought him home, took it to her jewelry store, pawn shop jewelry store that, tests rocks. She just had a rock. It was a clear kind of rock. It wasn't anything. She didn't have a diamond. So, and that was her dream to go there. But Candy went there last year with us. And she tore up the door and cost me $200 and something, and I could have left her at home and paid that much. So, okay, we'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all have a blessed day now. Bye, everybody.